Your person was the type to believe that you would never let them walk away. In the past, when they ghosted or distanced themselves, you were always the one to reach out, mend the gaps, and ensure the connection didn't fall apart. They had grown accustomed to your willingness to hold things together, assuming that no matter what happened, you would chase after them. But this time, something changed. You decided it was time for them to take things more seriously. You drew a line and made it clear that you would no longer entertain their egoistic behavior or allow their inconsistency to disrupt your peace. Through your words and actions, you demonstrated what it truly means to value yourself. You showed them that any meaningful connection requires mutual investment, not just emotionally but intellectually as well. Both people must be willing to give their time, energy, and care to make the relationship thrive. You conveyed that a one-sided dynamic, where only one person consistently contributes, can never work in the long run. By taking this stand, you communicated a powerful message: you are not willing to compromise your self-respect or settle for less than you deserve. This stance left a profound impact on your person. They never thought you would allow them to walk away without trying to pull them back. Yet, this time, you did. You let them go, and in doing so, you showed them your strength and your worth. This was a wake-up call for them, forcing them to reflect on their actions and recognize the value you bring to their life. They began to see you as a high-value individual, someone who understands their worth and refuses to settle for anything less than genuine effort and commitment. The realization hit hard, and they started to understand the cost of losing someone like you. Now, your person finds themselves in a place of deep introspection and longing. They are praying and reaching out to the universe, hoping for another chance to make things right with you. The karmic cycles they have been stuck in, the same patterns that likely contributed to their previous behavior, have drained them. They are finally ready to break free from these cycles and take responsibility for their actions. They want to show up for you in a way they never have before, with sincerity and a clear intention to build something real. Your person is deeply aware that they don't want anyone else to come close to you. The thought of losing you to someone else has only intensified their determination to change. They are now focused on aligning their life and priorities so they can approach you without the burdens or guilt that held them back in the past. This process is not just about winning you back, it's about becoming the kind of person who can truly contribute to a healthy, balanced, and fulfilling relationship. In their absence, they have learned some hard but necessary lessons. They have come to realize that relationships are not just about convenience or surface-level connections. True connection requires effort, vulnerability, and mutual respect. They now understand that love is not just a feeling but a commitment to show up, even when it's difficult. This period of separation has been transformative for them, forcing them to grow and confront the ways in which they may have fallen short. As they prepare to approach you again, they are taking steps to ensure that they can meet you on equal footing. They no longer want to be weighed down by unresolved issues or negative patterns. Instead, they want to come to you as someone who has done the inner work and is ready to offer the kind of partnership you deserve. Their focus is on building a solid foundation, one based on mutual respect, understanding, and shared goals. Your strength and self-respect have not only inspired them but have also set a standard for what they now aspire to be. By walking away and refusing to settle, you have shown them what it means to truly value oneself and a relationship. This experience has been a turning point for them, and they are committed to doing what it takes to align their actions with their intentions. Ultimately, your person's journey is about more than just getting another chance with you, it's about becoming a better version of themselves. They are ready to leave behind the ego-driven behaviors of the past and embrace a path of growth, accountability, and genuine connection. They see you as someone irreplaceable, and they are determined to show you that they have what it takes to build a future with you. Whether or not you choose to give them that chance is up to you, but one thing is clear: they now recognize your worth, and they are willing to do the work to prove themselves worthy of your trust and love. I just want to hold you now, to feel the warmth of your presence and the undeniable connection that has bound us together since the moment we met. Before I encountered you, I never truly understood what it meant to feel connected to someone on such a profound level. It was love at first sight, a feeling so intense that it shook the foundations of everything I thought I knew about relationships and love. Meeting you was like stepping into a new dimension of understanding. There is something about you that transcends the physical realm. I can feel you on an energetic level, as if our souls are constantly communicating, even when we are apart. I'm not exaggerating or lying when I say that I have tried to replace you many times. I have tried to fill the void you left, to move on and convince myself that what we had wasn't as significant as it feels. But no matter how hard I tried, it never worked out. Each time, I was reminded of the unique and unbreakable bond we share. Others don't understand what we have. I've tried to talk about you, to explain how deeply I feel and how much this connection means to me, but their responses always fall short. They cannot grasp the depth of our bond, the way we seem to exist as two parts of a greater whole. Sometimes I wonder if you can sense me the way I sense you. Do you feel my anger, my joy, my longing, the way I feel yours? I can tell when you're upset, even if I'm not near you. It's like a ripple in the energetic field we share, a tug on the thread that connects us. You ignite a fire within me that is both exhilarating and terrifying. It's a force I don't fully understand, but it's one I can't ignore. Our connection feels infinite, boundless, as though it stretches across lifetimes and dimensions. I don't know how deep it runs, but I know it's deeper than anything I've ever experienced. And because of that, I know one thing for certain: I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Only you. This connection we share isn't without its challenges. It seems to stir jealousy in others, as though they can sense the intensity of what we have, even without understanding it. And I'll admit, I'm not immune to jealousy myself. When you talk to others or give them too much attention, I feel it, an uncontrollable pang of envy that I struggle to manage. I don't like feeling this way, but it's hard not to when I care so deeply. I'm tired of this separation stage. It feels like a cruel test, one that I'm desperate to pass so we can finally be together again. I long for the day when we can close this painful distance and reunite. This waiting, this longing, it's exhausting, but it also reaffirms how much you mean to me. What we have is unlike anything I've ever experienced. It's not just love, it's something deeper, something that defies explanation or logic. It's as if the universe itself conspired to bring us together, to create something extraordinary out of the ordinary. Even in this prolonged separation, I haven't forgotten about you. I never could. You're etched into my heart, my mind, and my soul in a way that time and distance can't erase. Every day, I carry the memory of you, the essence of you, like a beacon guiding me through the uncertainty. I wonder if you feel the same, if you're waiting for me as I'm waiting for you. The connection we share is both a gift and a challenge, but it's one I wouldn't trade for anything. It has taught me about love, patience, and the depths of human emotion. It has shown me what it means to truly care for someone, to feel intertwined with their very existence. And despite the pain, the longing, and the obstacles, I wouldn't change a thing. You are worth every moment of waiting, every pang of longing, every tear shed in your absence. I believe in us. I believe in the strength of our connection and the inevitability of our reunion. Until then, I'll keep holding on to the hope that one day, we'll be together again, and this separation will be nothing more than a memory. You are my everything, and nothing will ever change that. Your silence stretches on, and with each passing moment, I find myself struggling to keep calm. At first, I tried to convince myself that everything was fine, but as the minutes turned into hours, my mind began to spiral. Questions I can't ignore plague me, and the longer you remain quiet, the more I'm consumed by doubt and fear. Have I hurt you more than I could ever comprehend? Have my harsh and angry words struck a deeper wound than I realized? Did I say something so damaging that it's made you want to turn away from me completely? The thought that I might have caused you pain weighs heavily on me. I can't help but replay our past conversations over and over in my mind, dissecting every word and action to uncover where I might have gone wrong. Was it something I said in frustration? Was it my tone, my impatience, or the way I handled things? I keep asking myself if I've crossed a line I can't uncross. Have I driven you so far away with my flaws that there's no longer a path back to the connection we once shared? What makes it worse is the uncertainty. Not knowing where I stand with you is unbearable. I'm terrified that I've lost your trust, that you no longer have faith in my words or my promises. There was a time when you seemed to believe in me, to trust that I would keep my word and that my intentions were good. But now, I'm afraid that belief is gone, replaced by doubt and disappointment. I worry that you've stopped seeing the best in me, that you're no longer willing to wait or to give me the benefit of the doubt. These thoughts consume me, leaving little room for anything else. They swirl around in my head, sucking all my energy and leaving me emotionally drained. The stress of it all is overwhelming. I've been trying to find clarity, but every attempt leads me back to the same dark corners of my mind. It's like a vicious cycle, and I can't seem to break free. All I want is to hear from you, to understand what you're thinking and feeling. I need to know where we stand, but right now, you feel so far away, so untouchable, as if there's an invisible wall between us that I can't break down. This silence is unlike anything we've faced before. It feels different this time, heavier, more distant. I've experienced moments of misunderstanding and miscommunication with you before, but those times always came with the hope that things would resolve quickly, that we'd find our way back to each other. This time, though, it's as if you've drifted to a place where I can't reach you. And that scares me more than anything. I keep thinking about the closeness we once had and how much it meant to me. You were someone I could turn to, someone who understood me even when I didn't have the words to explain myself. But now, with this growing distance, I feel like I've lost a part of myself. I miss the connection we shared, the feeling of being understood and accepted. It's painful to think that I might have jeopardized something so precious. I know I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes, and I've let my emotions get the better of me at times. I've said things I regret and acted in ways that weren't fair to you. But I've also tried to learn and grow, to be better for you and for myself. I want to fix things, to bridge the gap that's grown between us. But I can't do that alone. I need you to meet me halfway, to let me in, and to give me the chance to make amends. Right now, all I can do is hope that this silence doesn't mean the end. I hope it's not too late to rebuild what we've lost. I'm holding on to the belief that you're still there, that somewhere beneath the silence, you're still willing to hear me out. I want to understand your perspective, to know what you need from me, and to do whatever it takes to make things right. This situation has made me realize just how much you mean to me and how much I value our relationship. It's a wake-up call, a reminder that I can't take you or what we have for granted. I'm committed to working through this, to facing the challenges head-on, and to becoming a better version of myself, for you, for us, and for the future we could still share. I miss you deeply, and I'm willing to fight for us. Please don't let this be the end. Let's talk, let's reconnect, and let's find our way back to each other. I know it won't be easy, but I believe we're worth the effort. Whatever it takes, I'm here, ready to listen and to do better. Just give me a chance to prove that my words and my feelings are sincere, and that I'm still the person who cares about you more than anything.